Back in May 2020, the emergency services at Lanigan Hospital were put on pause. At the time, the province said the closure was necessary to support its pandemic response. Town Council says it was told the move would be temporary and that services would resume once the community had a second doctor, but that hasn't happened. In a letter to the Saskatchewan Health Authority, the town of Lanigan wrote that it has had 2 physicians around for some time now, and it's demanding the SHA secure a date on when the emergency room will reopen. Lanigan Mayor Tony Mycock says paramedics in town have been run off their feet, having to transfer patients to Humboldt and Saskatoon.
People moved back to the community because we had a hospital, and now we don't. And are we going to lose those people? That they're going to need to go to the bigger centres to be able to access health care.
The opposition NDP is standing behind the town of Lanigan, saying residents in and around the community deserve better access to emergency care.
It's not just affecting Lanigan, it's the surrounding communities that rely on emergency services in this area for their health care. And it's deeply disappointing to see that government hasn't prioritized this community.
Meanwhile, Premier Scott Moe says it's been a challenging 2 years for the healthcare system, but he says the government is committed to reopening all rural services paused by the pandemic.
We have a plan, it's a 4-point plan, but it's much more complex and it's much more intricate to that to ensure that we do it. And in particular to those members from Lanigan and Jansen, Mr. Speaker.
The Saskatchewan government says it takes rural emergency services very seriously, but it was not able to give a timeline for when Lanigan and other communities similarly impacted would see it resume. Laura Sharpaletti, CBC News, Regina.